I don't understand people sometimes when they take lie detector tests.
What are you watching?
I'm watching the Jeremy Kyle show.
Mm.
Or a clip from it.
Mm. Yeah, they always say the lie detector's wrong when they fail.
Yeah, this woman, apparently, her boyfriend caught her with some swollen lips and quote-unquote carpet burns.
That's a
So
wait, I'm gonna stop you right there. What kind of excuse is that? Oh no,
Hold on. And he checked her phone and he saw some suspicious text, so he's been like kind of suspicious about what she's been doing. So he brought her to the Jeremy Kyle show to get a lie detector test. And well, apparently if he didn't catch those carpet burns and swollen lips, he would have never found out that the girlfriend was actually cheating on him.
Okay, anyway. Well, why is this happening? Isn't it obvious?
Oh.
What?
I should probably. There we go.
So he runs a hand through my hair, soaping it with shampoo. I shiver. Why is this happening? That's a good question. This came out of nowhere.
Well, to be fair, how long has it been since we played this game?
I know, but I remember I was just finishing up with the episode, and this came out of nowhere. We literally just panned to this scene.
Like, hello, this is happening now.
We're still sitting. We were sitting outside in the garden. Now we need to clean up. But why are you only cleaning me? Because you can hear it. Yeah! You're bad at cleaning yourself.
Oh god.
You make it sound like I'm a naughty cat.
Well.
Now, that's quite an apt analogy. Droplets of water from the shower head fall against my exposed skin. Against my exposed skin, I can feel.
It's like, I hate you all for doing this.
That's literally her face. I hate you both right now. I can feel. What's that word?
Huh? Oh, hold on. Let me. Droplets of water from the shower head. I feel rivulets.
Rivulets?
I think.
Let's go with that.
I'm guessing that's how it's pronounced.
Let's go with that. Cascading across my clavicles and the curves of my breasts. I feel fingertips caressing my body. In fact, fingertips are caressing my body. Fluky is standing behind me. You're standing? It looks like you guys are sitting. Suki is standing behind me, rubbing the arch of my back with a sponge. That's what that is? Clover, meanwhile, has the shower head pointed at my front. This is so embarrassing. Being showered by two other women, hemmed in between them like a filling of a sandwich. Really shameful. My face flushes. To make matters worse, I can't see very well. My red-rimmed glasses have been removed, leaving me exposed in more than one sense of the word. Without my glasses, I'm completely helpless. The world around me blurs into an indecent haze of pastel colors of running water. I can't see without my glasses. It's fine, Himejima. You don't need to see. But, we'll take care of you. Suki leans.
Weird.
Yeah. Suki leans in a little closer. I feel her damp hair brushing against the nape of my neck. She whispers softly into the shell of my ear, her breath tickling my skin. Very good care of you. Suki! My whole body trembles. We'll be finished in no time, Himejima. When we're together, we're an unstoppable team. What does that have to do with showering me? I'm not sure. I was going for a cool, heartwarming angle, like, even if you can't see, we can beat your eyes. That's right. Individually, we may have flaws, but together, We make up for one another's weaknesses. Yeah. I twitch. Sugi continues to soap my back with a sponge and Clover rubs soap into my chest. The friction isn't actually that bad. In fact, it's kind of nice. I can feel something else rubbing against my back. It isn't the sponge. My eyes are wide open. Not that there's much point in that. I still can't see properly. At this ineffectual gesture, all this ineffectual gesture accomplishes is getting soap spuds in my eye. Ow. So, are you pressing your breast against my back? So what if I am? Yeah. That's lewd. And cleaning you in the shower isn't? For seeing so much porn in your time, you're a surprisingly pure girl, Nikahime. And you're both harlots. Harlots, is it? Oh, I can't see. I can practically hear Sugi licking her lips with her tongue. You think that maybe I should do something to really deserve that title? What? No! Yeah! These fingers trail along my body. Her touch sends fire shooting through my veins.
Well.
I squirm, I feel hot, I can hardly even think straight. Her fingers press against the innermost part of my thigh. She's only inches away from my most sensitive spot. If she moves her fingers a little closer, then... Yeah! A jolt of electricity courses through my whole body.
I forgot she's into cats. Well, or she likes cats.
Well, it's never been mentioned if she liked cats, but whatever.
Gee, the cat stockings and the cat hoodie wasn't obvious enough.
I know, I was going to say that. That's why I said never mind. If I were a cat, my tail would be standing up on end. Well, you probably wouldn't even be in the shower if you were a cat.
Not all cats hate water. Have you seen tigers?
They're a different kind of cat.
Not your cat tiger, but it's still a cat, though.
They're a different kind of cat. Her fingers, oh god. Oh. That's not right. Oh, okay.
I would say it's still cats.
Oh, no, I was talking about this. I thought she was doing something completely different.
I know, but that's why I said what the fuck. Because I thought something else was going to happen, but now she's being...
sneak attack.
Tickled?
That isn't fair. That's fair in level 4. Look, we're all crammed together in a shower. I can't escape. That's the best part. You beast. I look at Clover. Her features blur together, but I more or less can tell who she is. The wide smiles.
I just noticed that Yuki's eyes are yellow.
They're amber, actually. But,
amber? I'm about to say if they're yellow, they would kind of remind me of like a female Vanitas, except Vanitas isn't so.
Amber is kind of
except Vanitas is super cool.
Well, amber is kind of a shade. Amber is a type of brown that is so bright that it looks yellow.
I'm still gonna call it yellow in that case.
Fine. Even though we'll probably never bring this up again. A wide smile is a dead giveaway, even if a large breast and a messy ponytail isn't. Clover, please help me. Sorry, Nikahime, but seeing you squirm is too much fun! Whatever happened to the power of friendship? This is horrible.
The power of friendship is both bullshit.
So I don't watch it.
It only works.
No, it never works.
It's already been 9
never
minutes.
Works.
And animes, it does work, surprisingly.
We now have precisely 10 days left until the summer manga market, and the 3 of us are making a reasonably good time. I've written 16, bringing the word count to a respectable 20,000 characters.
Jesus.
It's been a long time since I've written anything fictional. I used to roleplay with Clover a lot, but it yielded poor results. I hated relinquishing fictional worlds to Clover's, so she could ham-fistedly insert her own characters into my universe. It caused me unimaginable pain.
That's what people do.
Roleplaying is supposed to be a joint activity. In theory, anyway. It was a theory, however. A game theory! No.
Why?
Because why not?
My stepbrother hates the game series.
I'm gonna put that in the description. I'm gonna put that in the description of this episode. Just a game theory.
My stepbrother doesn't like
care.
game theorists anymore. Ever since he started like doing so many theories on Undertale and Five Nights at Freddy's.
I don't care. I was never quite able to master it. I was too much of a control freak. Being the sole writer on the team is liberating. Finally, I can make my characters say what they want, do what they want, act like they want, and Clover isn't here to get in the way. Clover's never been really good at writing. Clover's never been really good at writing. She didn't take it seriously. Her character speech patterns were inconsistent, their backstories were nebulous, and their interpersonal relationship changed as the drama had. Sometimes she even got their needs mixed up. I won't make any major mistakes. Halfway through the proposed 440,000 character script already, and I have the rest of the scene planned out. Now the proposal scenes are blocked in, all 15 of them. I can give Sugi a list of all assets required to make my vision into reality. Firstly, I prepare a list of pieces of background art we needed. Because we have 2 weeks to create this final product, I try to reduce the number of background assets needed as much as possible. I tried to set up the story in a small handful of locations to reduce the need for background art. According to Sugi, background art is one of the most tedious and time-consuming parts of her job, and sadly, it's the least appreciated. Most people don't notice the background in visual novels unless they're incredibly ugly or exceptionally pretty. Otherwise, they're just there.
Oh, yeah, that's what I've noticed when people mostly play like visual novels. It's like, hey, background art. This looks nice, pretty. Female appears, boobs.
Too much background art can slow the production down by weeks, maybe even months. So I had to be scarce. I managed to whittle down the number of backgrounds needed to 6, which should be enough for her to handle. Suki also needs to work on the CGs too. Or in layman's term, the computer graphics. In a visual novel, any CG is a piece of artwork used to I can never say that word. Used to depict a complex scene which can't be properly expressed with sprites and backgrounds. For instance, an image of Suki reclining on the couch holding her tablet would be counted as CG. That happened! There it is again. And decently, that's exactly what she happens to be doing right now. Because we already seen the CG, I'm going to keep going.
Please, just keep going. I don't want to stop on a CG we've seen twice.
Trust me, I won't. Now this looks like a familiar sight. Anything, Hime? Suki lifts her head and gives me a bright smile.
Have you ever found out they're like actual names yet?
We have, they just don't say them.
Right.
Did you finish the list of required art assets for me? Yeah, I updated the online doc, so you should be able to access it. That's great, thank you! And, I was wondering, what? You have quite a lot of work on your plate. That's right. Are you worried about meeting the deadline? Nah, I'll be fine. Are you sure? My grandmother was horrid, but her heart struck can help me a lot. She made me spend hours and hours practicing calligraphy. After that, drawing a few pieces of background art to be a piece of cake. Well, if you're sure. I'm always sure. I can handle it. She gives me a thumbs up, somehow. And if the workload gets too heavy, I can ask Clover to help. Is Clover good at digital art? Not as good as me, but she dabbles. I can ask her to paint the clouds and the grass in the backgrounds of the CGs. Not that hard.
Since clouds aren't that hard to make
They're
at all.
going to split the work to save time. Yep. It's quite common for visual novels to have lead artists who draw the characters and assistant artists who handle the backgrounds and other tiny details. It increases the overall productivity from the production team and helps get released faster. You know quite a lot about this, huh? Of course, we're aiming to be professionals after all. They are. But what if you can't draw the CGs on time? We can't release a finished project. We can't release a finished project with sketches and placeholders. Let's see. Yuki ponders idly tapping her tablet pen against the board tip. If it comes to that, we can always use a few shortcuts. Because assets are some of the most time-consuming and expensive assets to produce. A lot of visual novels use their CGs. But they display the same CGs more than once. Exactly. A lot of CGs are deliberately designed so they can be repurposed in multiple parts of the story. For example, a visual novel with a lot of fight scenes there might be a CG of a character holding a sword, and this single CG image is reused every single time the same character is engaged in a sword fight. Yep. Gripping and saving time can go a long way. Oh, but you don't want to use CGs too much. It has to be done at the right time or it'll look cheap. CGs have to be written carefully without too many unique details so they can match the little CG seamlessly. For example, the CG of a character with a sword might have daytime only. In that case, you can't use CG during a fight that takes place at night, even if the character holds a sword in both scenes. Artists and writers should work together hand in hand to assess the blend story together and enhance it. If artists don't match the writing, it'll distract from the experience. In that case, you'd be better off writing an ordinary novel. I see. I nod my head with one hand under my chin. Maybe I should have brought a notepad with me to write all this down. Really surprisingly good at giving out advice. And for some reason I'm experiencing such a deja vu. The following day. Hey Clover, how's the music coming along? Oh, Nikahime. Clover spins around on her swivel chair that she's not sitting on and gives me a bright smile. It's going good. I think I've sketched out a couple tracks, including the title theme. Did you listen to the references I gave you? I sure did. You were really thorough with the references you sent me, Nikahime. It was super helpful. I'm sorry if I sent you too much. I wanted everything to be perfect. Some things never change. I don't know how much about music production. It might not even be possible to do everything I want. Well, some of the tracks you sent me were a little complex. I could probably never produce tracks of that caliber if I had some more time. This is quite a tight deadline we have. I know. I hope my expectations weren't too high. Well, that isn't the issue. Don't lower your expectations on my account, boss. I tried to do the best with the time I have, and don't expect miracles, but I think this rough draft sounds pretty good. Clover clicks the button and opens up a complex looking program with 1,000 buttons all over the place. I stare at it. Even with my glasses on, everything starts merging together. What program is this exactly? This is a pretty standard tool for digital composers. It's tricky to use at first, but it gets the job done. Oh, I just realized some of the
still looks like a female version of Sora, or Sora's older sister.
Yeah. Oh, I just realized that some of the things are too loud. Give me a sec, I'll adjust the levels for you. I watch as Clover works. All my eyes are trained on the screen. I can't make heads nor tails of the complex process unfolding before me. She's opening a lot of drop-down menus. Seriously, a lot of drop-down menus. I make myself comfortable on Clover's bed while I wait, hugging one of the many stuffed pillows she carries under my chest. I only see one. I'll see one
I
pillow.
see like 6.
No, there's not. There's not 6 in here, I can tell you that.
It's stuffed. Oh, like one of the stuffed animals. Like that one.
1, 2.
The one with the face. Or
there's
the
more.
giant
Okay.
yellow duck.
Well, there's not many on the bed. Only 2 on the bed. But whatever. Hey, Clover. What is it, Nikahime? I was just wondering, how did you get involved in digital music? Huh. We've been friends for like 10 years and you're only just asking? I guess. I mean, damn it, chick. I always knew you were interested in music, but I've never seen you work on it before. Whoops. I don't realize how involved it all was. I'd always assumed Clover's interest in music was nothing more than a passing fancy. Because I knew nothing about it, it was easy for me to write it off as mere whim. But that was naive. Now I can see just how difficult it is. It must have taken Clover a long time to learn how to do this. Almost as long as it took me to learn Java and C++. I used to sneak books from the local library back home when I'd finished my homework. I'd lie in bed and poring over these books. I had to do it in secret. I knew my parents would be angry if they discovered I was doing anything extraneous that would distract me from my studies. I wonder if Clover was the same. Well, I guess it does look pretty complex to a newbie. But I've been working on this for a while. It's second nature now. What drove you to start making your own music? That's an interesting question. You might not know it, but when I was younger, I used to take piano lessons. You did? Yeah, my mother's piano teacher. My mother's a piano teacher, didn't I tell you? I might have brought it up once or twice. Laura mentioned it a few years ago when our friendship was still online only. I think it must have been when we were still in middle school. A few years ago, when we were in middle school. We're in our 20s now, but, it was a few years ago. More than once, when Clover and I were on a voice chat, she had to mute her mic because of the dustlet sound of chopsticks and played out of key and out of time before drifting in the living room. I never knew she had once upon a time been one of those people who obviously tried to master their way through baby's first piano songs. I don't want to know what that is. I should have known better. Clover's the type of person who will try anything once. Even potato-flavored ice cream. That does not sound appetizing.
No, it doesn't.
My mother taught me when I was a kid, too. I started when I was 5. How long do you play? A little while before I started middle school. I must have been doing it for 4 or 5 years at least. Wow. I blink impressed. Whoops. I've never once played an instrument. I wouldn't know where to begin. My parents are particularly creative. They never encouraged me to do anything with my spare time other than study. Wow, that sucks. Could you still play the piano now? Probably. It's like riding a bike. You don't forget it. I quit when I started middle school because I wanted to take part in a bunch of sports clubs. Piano kind of started in my time. You used to play soccer, didn't you? Yep. And I ran track. I was once the fastest kid in school, just like me. You're such a tomboy. Mostly because I have 4 brothers. Wow, that really does sound like me. Can they play the piano too? Nah, my mom never wanted them to. But they said it was too girly. The funny thing is, all of my brothers have some musical talent, and pretty much everyone has some musical talent except for me. So that's pretty upset. I thought playing the piano would be too girly for you too. I'm full of surprises, evidently. But even after I stopped playing the piano, I was still interested in music. I just never had time to focus on it. You weren't busy. You were too busy with your dazzling middle school life. Clover's experience in the education system was far, far different than mine. Clover was quite a popular girl in middle school and high school too. She was cheerful and energetic, even if she wasn't particularly bright. She had a lot of friends. The exact opposite of me. And despite that, she still found time to maintain daily correspondence with me over the internet. Her weird, awkward friend from the other side of Japan. If I didn't have Clover back then, my life really would have been miserable. You know, I think you're the one who got me interested in music again. Really? Really? It was when we decided to make a game together someday. I can't draw well and I'm not good at writing. I get bored too easily, but music's different. It's something I've liked since I was a kid, and I always wanted to give it another shot. So you started studying? Mm-hmm. I mean, you were working so hard reading all those complicated books about coding. I thought since I was one who suggested that we should make a game, I should step it up too. You learned how to do all this. I gestured to the computer monitor. For my sake? Of course, I mean, we are best friends. Plus, I enjoy it a lot. So everybody wins. Does staring at all these sliders and drop downs give you a headache? It did at first. I was totally lost. I
bet you could say the same thing for the computer coding.
Yeah. It's still making music, but digital music is super different from playing the piano. I can imagine. With the piano, all you gotta worry about is the bass composition, but you're working with digital instruments. When you're working with digital instruments, you have to start thinking about the mixing and mastering too. Mixing? How to balance all the instruments. If they sound good played together, or if anything's being drowned out. Sounds technical. It is. But I need to get my brain to work at it for once in a while. So, Clover slaps the palm against her desk. She's beaming. You want to hear my first draft title theme? Yeah, I do. My lips quirk up into a small smile. I can hardly believe it. Clover and I, our dream, is coming true. Finally, after 10 years, the fruit of our labor is beginning to take shape. The next day, I'm setting up. Oh! Did you start coding it together already? That's right. I made the engine myself, so it's rather basic, but I don't think a visual novel needs to be too complex. Well, there's nothing to skip text you've already read, and enough to save slots. You really can't go wrong. Also, I was trying to make the GUI look as unintuitive as possible, so it doesn't interface with the reading experience. But what do you think? Let me take a look. I slide my laptop over to Suki. She sets it on her lap and peers at it, one hand behind her chin. She blinks. You made this entire engine by yourself? I had to look up a few things online, but more or less. You know, there are a lot of visual novel engines out there you can use already. There's Pawn Scripture, but that's quite old. There's also Carry.
Did you just say porn scripter?
I said pawn.
I heard you say porn.
I said pawn.
So I got really concerned.
Really? Really? They didn't even try with this pun. Senpai.
Thing.
Senpai is free and has a lot of functionality, but is typically used by Western developers. It also isn't compatible with heavily animated sprites.
You know what I also noticed? I think Suki, out of all the characters we've seen throughout like the Sakura verse, I think she's like the only one we've seen with like painted nails.
Maybe.
Because I haven't seen any other girls with like painted nails.
I don't think we have. I know there are
Or a
some
soccer
options
game
available online, but I wanted to make one myself. So it does everything you wanted to do? Exactly. If you want something done properly, you should do it yourself. Really are control freak, Nikahime? Maybe. But I didn't spend all the time learning how to code for nothing. Clover's working hard on the music, so I wanted to work hard too. But you're already doing the writing. That's true, but it wouldn't feel like our project if we didn't make it absolutely everything by ourselves. I wanted our circle to have our own engine. We deserve to have our own engine. I don't want anybody or anything else getting in the way. Oh, Nikahime, you're such a hard worker. Suki's
You think Suki's actually going to wear this outfit to the thing?
I would be surprised if she didn't. Suki smiles and passes.
I'd be surprised you actually wore something different.
Yeah! I purr, batting a hand away with my curled fingers. Okay, they didn't even try there.
She really is like a freaking cat.
Yeah, I like her cat stockings. Suki fiddles around with the test build for Eco made for a while. As far as the visual novel engines go, it's really quite simple. You can advance the text by pressing shift, space, or using the mouse. I also added the controller functionally, so a prospective player can use it for a VS4 or a Xbox controller.
God damn it!
They didn't even try. Well,
they don't want to make it sound completely like a PS4 or Xbox, so they had to change it a little bit so you don't get like.
I know they didn't even try but they didn't try. They just changed one letter.
You know what?
And in the Hexbox, they added a couple letters.
You know what?
Moving on.
If it's not completely like the PS4 or Xbox, they're okay.
They probably are. But moving on. Player can control the speed of the text pages and all the purposes of the menu. Menus can be accessed by left-clicking the mouse or left-clicking the buttons at the side of the text box. They're called quick links. Blah blah blah. The system runs exactly like any other visual novel, but I'm still proud of it. It took me a few days, despite how simple it is, and I'm glad my hard work paid off. Suki looks impressed, to say the least. She nods her head and gives me a thumbs up. It's good!
I'd say you ain't done yet.
Are you sure the GUI isn't too ugly? GUI stands for... God damn it, more explanation. GUI stands for Graphic User Interface.
She's like explaining things for people who don't know about computers coding that much.
Graphic Interface. Graphic User Interface. In this case, the GUI refers to the text box and the menus. I made them myself in PhotoShare, but I'm no graphic designer. They fulfill the basic purpose, but they aren't particularly eye-catching. Well, let's see. Suki points forward to the text box and taps screen with one pig fingernail, whoops. I think this is a little too blocky and it obscures too much of the screen. One of the biggest appeals of a visual novel is the visuals. Well, no shit.
Is she just like listening to music this entire time while she's doing this? Because she still has her headphones on.
Well, they're not plugged into anything.
There are wireless headphones.
I know that, but she can hear.
You can charge them,
but she can hear everybody, so I doubt it. And she didn't bring anything. Jake, she literally brought nothing with her.
You said you need to have something on to listen to music.
Well, she has to turn it off sometime, or it has to die.
Yeah, but so she could just turn off her headphones.
Well, also the thing has to die.
Yeah, unless they're like one of those superly charged
or always plugged in.
Hours.
If the text box obscures the sprites in the background too much, it gets in the way. Try to make it thinner? And transparent, maybe. Let's see. What would you say the main theme of the story is? Maids and Giant Maidens? Exactly. Exactly. We should have some sort of visual motif running through the GUI that fits the overarching theme. Maybe some frilly ribbons and teacups? that's it. If we put a teacup here, then... So he gets out her tablet and starts drawing a rough sketch. Her tongue pokes out of the corner of her mouth. Looks like it's out of the front of her mouth, but whatever.
I understand kind of what they're saying by this now because I can literally see how the design of the text box is. It's literally like a gaming thing.
You're just looking, Jake, you're looking at the finished product. They're literally describing how they made this game.
Yep.
Less than 10 seconds later, she hands the tablet over to me. Ta-da! I tilt my head to one side. Though it's only a mock-up, Sugi's rendition of the text box has a lot more character than my own. My placeholder text box was a blocky thing, made of one solid color, but this text box has a lot of character. It was white with red ribbons on the edges, which tie nicely to the Shrine Maiden theme. And there's a teacup on the bottom right-hand corner and there's some visual flair. You like it? It's adorable. I'm gonna have to do a few tweaks here and there, but this should work. When I finish with it, do you want me to upload it to the online folder? Then you can drop it into the game. That's a great idea. And about the other menus? The save, load, and preference menus? We should spice them up a little too, following a similar scene. Like so. Ziggy begins this
kind of like how the little menus are 8-bit named.
Yeah. Ziggy begins sketching onto her tablet. What about this? The facelift Sugi's given to the menu screens really adds some light to the game. The menus follow a similar pattern to the text box, using the same color scheme and same visual motif. What the fuck was that?
My popcorn bucket with popcorn hurdles at the bottom of them.
God damn it, Jake. Tying it all together nicely. Just like a present wrapped up in a shiny paper. It's so cute! I know, right? Having a functional visual novel engine of our very own is nice, but we have to dress it up a bit. It's these small details that really catch the buyer's eyes. Jerk.
Smaller details.
You must have played a lot of visual novels. Well, quite a few. There wasn't much to do back at the shrine other than practice my calligraphy. Sugi shudders. Plus, cute girls are justice. I live them more than 3 square meals a day. Okay then. There's something really impressive character designs to visual novels, and a lot of love and care gets put into making these girls visually distinct but adorable. I see.
With big tits. Don't forget that. Like, the one in the background.
They didn't even try to hide the reference. I guess when it comes to visual novels, the novel part has a tendency to take a back seat. Yeah, it makes sense. When you purchase a visual novel, the visuals are the first thing you see. They're flashed all over the package of the box. Now I'm curious. What does your grandma think of your hobbies? She doesn't know. I get all my visual novels from her. If she knew I had a huge collection of dating sims, she'd freak out. Well, as I moved, I couldn't really take any of that stuff with me. I would have found them by now. Ugh. Sugi sighs. I'll be a pain to explain if I see her again. When you see her again, she'll be incredibly rich.
She actually looks angry.
That's a first. When you see her again, you'll be incredibly rich from the sales that Miko made, and it won't matter. I hope so. Sugi yawns and stretches and her arms click. I finished a couple backgrounds, so I kinda want to take it easy for the rest of the day. Is that alright to start? Is it alright if I start polishing up the GUI? That's taking it easy? It's not as time consuming as line art or shading, and playing around with the fonts and text placement is kinda fun. Okay, I have a few scenes left, so maybe I'll finish those up. You want to work on it together? You can drop the whip GUI files directly into the
Oh
visual.
god, what's with the giant spaces?
Just go with it, Jake!
I don't want to, that scares me.
It's a visual novel, we can brainstorm some further details. That way we can make something we both like. Sure thing, sounds like a plan. Alrighty then, let's do this.
I hope
It's been 40 minutes.
these, like, three girls aren't like the actual
almost done with the game.
produced.
One more choice comes up and we're literally almost done with the game.
Well, my main concern is I hope these three girls aren't literally just what the three aren't like the head developers of Winged Cloud and these projects, because otherwise that'd be like, wow.
Working together on the GUI more intensive than either of us thought. That was quick. It took us at least 6 revisions from the text box to get something we're both happy with, and I don't even want to get started on the preference menu. Editing and implementing that took forever. ID visual novels have so many options anyway. People might not think of visual novels as a simple, inferior medium. I used to think that myself a few days ago. However, trying to create one myself,
And you found out you were wrong.
it's harder than it looks. Trying to make everything functional but visually appealing at the same time is quite a challenge. More difficult for a girl like me who is serious all the time. Well, that's because I'm a programmer, not an artist. Good thing I have Suki helping me, or I'd be stuck with my ugly, boxy GUI. It really is
Imagine
helpful.
if Sakura's Spirit actually had like moving sprites, like different sprites for each girl.
Oh god.
So just there. Well, they kind of did for the two human girls, but not so much the fox girls. Like, yeah, the two human girls were like kimonos, but
yeah, but the problem with that,
kind
they
of
just recolored their outfits. They didn't even bother to change their poses.
yeah, because it still looks like the one girl's holding
They're holding their weapons.
Yeah, it looks like they're holding their weapons. It's just like, why?
Yeah, that bothered me. I owe her a lot. Not only is she good at her job.
CG.
And that's where I'm gonna stop it.
Oh god, THONG.
And that's where I'm gonna. Well, she did say her panties were small, but well, that's where I'm gonna stop this video.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. I need to go over to my